Let's look back at game 3 between the Oilers and the Avalanche. And Paul, we'll begin with you. It seemed like anytime the Oilers came out and made a statement, the Avs punched right back. What was the key there?
Well, I think as the game wore on, the Avs just seemed to pull away a little bit, and it's shown best in the shot advantage, 43-29 when you get to the end of the 60 minutes. And I thought this was a game that Edmonton was going to dominate, and the fact that they didn't come close to doing that overall, I hate to say this with Geoff on side, but you can stick a fork in the Oilers. I think they're done and may well be swept out of the playoffs tonight.
I enjoy saying those things more with Geoff actually on the call. It's to get the live reaction. Unlike the RBC Canadian Open, Geoff, this one is actually down the street from you. What did you think of game 3, and what does that take you into game 4?
Yeah, I mean, it was a good start for the Oilers, but even when they had jumped out to the 1-0 advantage, I mean, like Colorado was still out chancing them. And I think that's the biggest thing. I mean, you know, if the Oilers had like bumped 50 shots in game 3, might be able to sit here and say, well, you know, if they can grab this one, you never know. But I don't know, man. I mean, at this point, like they've got the backup in net. They still can't get it out. Like they're still getting outshot even at home. You know, basically, I think that outside of like a Mike Smith, you know, like 50 save, like out of nowhere performance here, this one is probably done, as Paul alluded to. I think that the Avalanche would very happily, you know, try and take this one from Edmonton in 4. There's at the same time, like there's a lot of pride on the Oilers, and they really do have the high end scorers. So, you know, the plus 115, looking at it and what the Oilers need to do tonight. I mean, it's interesting. I'm not quite sure where we want to go on the money line yet, but you know, if Edmonton wants to win this game, like they need Draisaitl and McDavid basically to get them, you know, like 4 or 5 goals in my opinion, because it's going to be almost impossible to limit Colorado to less than 3 at this point.